Hey bug farmers, welcome to Bug Farmer Beekeeping, where we dive into the world of apiculture, beekeeping, and bees every week. This is the place to share laughs, explore bees, and learn together, all without taking ourselves too seriously. To join our buzzing community, it's easy and it's free. Just hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and let's cultivate beekeeping knowledge and fun together. Now, let's get into the bees. Hi, and welcome back to the channel today. Well, today we're down to my shop. It's the holiday season, and I don't have a lot going on, and I know you have a lot going on with your family, so you don't have a lot of time to watch YouTube videos, and I don't have a lot of time to make YouTube videos. But that being said, I did want to get on here really quick and share with you a field trip that I had over the weekend. I actually went up to Lakemont, Georgia, to Bob Binnie's place and purchased the equipment that I'm going to need to open up the Honey Creek bee yard. Now, you saw me build the hive stands here in a video, I think last week or the week before. We actually went out and placed the hive stands for the Honey Creek bee yard, but I didn't have any hives yet. So I had to get up there and get some hives. And I can tell you this, Bob Binnie has a lot of beekeeping supplies up there, and the quality of the woodware is fantastic. Now, I don't know whether or not he actually produced the hive bodies on site, but I did get 20 commercial deeps, and they look fantastic. I tell you what, I can't wait to put one together to actually see how they go together and if they're as good put together as they are sitting on my bench there. But I also bought 18 El Cheaperino waxed bottom boards that are basically just a 3/8 inch bottom board, paraffin wax dipped. It's gonna get me through this season, at least maybe a couple of seasons. It's not the HDO that I wanted, but the HDO ones were kind of expensive. I did manage to buy 2 of them because he only had 18 of the El Cheapos on the shelf, so I had to get over there and buy 2 of the HDOs, and they're very nice. And I tell you what, I'm probably going to start making some of my woodware myself out of HDO board. And if you don't know what that is, it's like a plywood, but it's high density overlay, I think is what it's called. Bob Binnie swears by it, and I tell you what, I've seen a lot of his videos, and his hives, they seem to stand the test of time. So I'm pretty certain that it's good stuff. Now, what I ended up buying was, again, 18 of the El Cheapo $10 paraffin wax dipped 3/8 inch bottom boards for the 10 frame setup. Then I ended up buying 2 of the very nice HDO bottom boards. Those are 3/8 inch on one side and 3/4 on the other, so those are kind of interchangeable. Then I bought 20 of the HDO migratory tops. Now, I tell you what, those are fantastic, and I cannot wait to use them. I'm kind of moving away from the telescoping lids into the migratory tops because I like the ability to just throw a bucket feeder right on the top of them and walk away and not really have to worry about it. If I use a bucket feeder with a telescoping lid, I've actually got to set the bucket feeder on the inner cover and then set another box on top of that inner cover and then the lid, and I don't have the equipment to be able to do that and feed an entire bee yard. So it looks like migratory tops are the way that I'm going to go. Also, the 20 deep hive bodies. Now, I don't know whether they are 3/4, 7/8, or 1 inch. We'll measure them and find out, but I can tell you this, they look fantastic sitting on the shelf. I got a good deal on them. I think I paid $15.50 a piece for them. That was the holiday special. I think the regular price on them is $20, maybe $20.60 if I remember correctly. But they look fantastic. I got to go through them and pick the ones out that I wanted, and I picked out some good ones. So we're going to put it together here, just see what one of these hives is going to look like that we are going to be putting over at the Honey Creek bee yard. Keep in mind that I am going to paint it, but I'm not going to paint it today, but these are unfinished. This is unfinished woodware. It's not been painted. The only thing that's treated right now is the El Cheapo bottom boards dipped in paraffin wax. So there you go. There you have it. Let me set up some stuff here, and we're going to put together first the hive body, and then we'll kind of set it on different iterations of bottom boards to see what it's going to look like. All right, here we go. Let's open one of these up. Then we're going to measure it. Just because, and I don't have my pocket knife in my pocket. I left it upstairs. Son of a gun. Well, I'm sure we can use some dikes. There we go. Now these, yeah, the price on these is $20.60. I got them for $15.50 because it was the Christmas special. And I bought 20 of them. I think the lady behind the counter said that if you buy 20 of something, you get a discount. So there you go. I did get a discount. Let's pick the sticker off of it. All right, let's put the eyeballs on. And these are These are you ready for this? These are 3/4. Not bad. All right, let's get a rubber mallet and tap one of them together really quick. And then, after we tap one together, we'll nail it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, well, it's going to need a little bit of convincing. But that's okay. Geez Louise, those are tight. It's a tight fit. That's all right. Tight fit is better than a loose fit. Uh-oh. We just had one side break. Yeah, this is it's a little bit tight, a little bit tighter than I like. I was just going to pound this thing together, but now I think I'm going to have to actually build it with glue. Yeah. All right, we're going to have to put this together with glue. Primarily because I've cracked one of the box joints, trying to pound it together. Let's get some glue here. Now I do have some ring shank nails that will help hold it together. I may have to pull this thing together with. There we go. Now that it's been cajoled, it seems to want to go together a little bit easier. Let's give it a little bit of glue here. Now again, if you're using wood glue on your hives, I recommend Tite Bond 3. It is a great outdoor glue. All right, let's throw this back on there. There it is. Now remember, these are commercial grade. They are not garden hives. You could use it in your garden for sure, but these are meant to sit outside, see the weather. Let the weather see them, etc., etc. Okay, let's lock this together with some clamps. All right, I've got a couple of clamps here. What we will do is just clamp it, nail it, clamp it, nail it. Right, let's get some ring shank nails here. Okay, so that's the kind of nail, I don't know whether you can see that. That's the kind of nail that I use. It's a ring shank nail. It's got some rings on the shaft right there that help hold it into the wood. One on the top. All right, I think we've done it. Now let's set this hive up. All right, so before I put the bottom board on this thing, I just want to say that it came together square. It's pretty flush on both the top and the bottom. I mean, I've got a little bit of a gap right here. I I think I can address that on my table saw, and it won't be a big deal. Let's put it on a bottom board and see what it looks like. Now, you are going to have to imagine that these things are painted white because I'm not going to paint them this morning. Now, this is the El Cheapo. This is the $10 bottom board, and it is heavily dipped in paraffin wax, it looks like. But it does have a 3/8 inch shim stapled all the way around. It does have a hole in the middle with a screen, and I've never seen a bottom board like that. And I guess it's going to help it breathe. My only problem is with the size of the holes on the screen. A hive beetle can fit through there, and I'm not keen on hive beetles. So I may either replace all of them with a better screen, well, a tighter screen, tighter weave on the screen, or I may just plug the hole all together. I really don't think the bees need ventilation. They can do what they need to do through the front entrance. Anyways, this only cost me $10. Let's set that on there. Let's set that on there. Now, the only thing that I do not have for this is a entrance reducer for such a small opening, so I'm going to have to go ahead and make some 3/8 inch sticks that I can actually put in there to reduce the entrance on this particular bottom board. All right, and there it is with the migratory top. Now again, I'm a huge fan of bucket feeders. I use bucket feeders all the time, and the problem with using telescoping lids, when you have quite a lot of hives and you want to put a bucket feeder on it, you have to set the bucket feeder over the inner cover, which this doesn't have an inner cover, and then you have to put another hive body on top of it and then the telescoping lid. Whereas right here, I just pull this middle part and throw a bucket on there. That's just a ball lid. Let me see if I have a bucket laying around. We'll try it out. All right, so this is a bucket feeder. I don't have the lid with me. The lid's upstairs in my beekeeping closet. I've got beekeeping stuff everywhere here. The wife is really getting tired of it. I'm going to have to move it all down to the basement. Anyways, just set a bucket feeder right on top the migratory top. That's all you have to do to feed the girls. They're going to come up there. They're going to eat. When you're done, you pull it off and throw the ball lid jar right in the top, and you're good to go. And I've been watching Bob use these for a while, and I decided that's the way that I'm going to go because I am a huge fan of the bucket feeder. I like the 2 gallon and the 1 gallon. There's no quicker way to get food onto a hive than with a bucket feeder. Some people like the internal feeders. I'm just not a fan. I like just throwing the bucket feeder on them and letting them backfill everything that they need to backfill. So that's that. Now let's look at the good bottom board. Well, I don't want to say the good bottom board. Let's look at the better, the more expensive bottom board that is made with HDO, which is the same thing that this is made out of. This is high density overlay plywood, good stuff. Now we can look at this. So this is 3/4 on this side. If you flip it over, now you've got a bottom board that's 3/8 all the way around. So let's look at the 3/4 side. Let's throw our body on there, and then the same lid, and there you go. Look at that, beautiful. All right, well, there you go, the end of another adventure. Now, I tell you what, this is the hive that we are going to be outfitting the new Honey Creek Bee Yard with in the spring, and I tell you what, it is not a bad hive. Now, you're going to have to imagine that it's painted here, that it's white and it's beautiful, or maybe it's green. I don't know what color it is. I've got a bunch of paint over there. I'm going to paint it with whatever I have. I'm not going to spend any more money on it, but this is a quality hive at a good price, so I want to thank Bob Binnie up in Lakemont, Georgia, and if you haven't followed Bob Binnie, just look him up on YouTube. You'll find him. I think it's Blue Ridge Honey Company. You will find him, and he does a great job with his bees and with his woodware. I think he makes most of it. I'm not sure whether or not he makes the boxes, but I know that he makes the migratory tops and the bottom boards. So there you go. Anyways, this is going to be the outfit for the new bee yard. I don't have any frames. I did not buy any frames. I don't know if I've got I guess I'm going to need 200 frames. I don't know if I've got 200 deep frames laying around. So we may either have to buy some or make some. I've got foundation. So maybe we spend a Saturday making frames and we'll make a video out of that, or I'll do a live stream or something. I don't know, but I am going to have to get some frames. Again, the launch date of that bee yard is the first week of March, and I will be taking bees from the backyard and from the farm in order to populate these hives. But there you go, and there you have it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, take a moment, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified of my new content. I do try to drop a video every Friday. We do try to keep it light and have fun. So with all that said, be happy, and I will see you next week. Take care.